Hey guys, it's John. I am back playing some 5 minutes, and I got a game. I was in both pools, actually, 3 and 5 minute, and I'm lucky to get a 5 minute game. Usually if I do that, I get a 3 minute game.
Check.
So we're playing a Benoni type position. What do I play here? I think it's knight bd7. I used to play this setup a lot when I was younger. Not so much anymore, because I play a lot less knight f6 on move 1 now. So the plan for black is to go knight e8 and put the knight on c7. And eventually I want to get the b5 pawn break in. So I'm going to play rook b8. More than likely he's going to play a5, like within the next move or two. So like right now I'm going to play rook b8. It would be pretty surprising if he did not play a5. Because he wants to be able to take en passant should I push b5. And there he goes. Okay, here I think I'm going to play b5 anyways. Because I get pressure against his b2 pawn when he takes me en passant. And now I think I'm going to go knight b5. Just want to make sure that that's the best move. Yeah, let's go knight b5. Or do I want to play e6? It's actually kind of tempting to attack him in the center as well. e6 might be good. Close call. Because knight b5 he can take me, or even play knight a4. e6 he'll play bishop c4 more than likely. Let's go knight b5. Okay, so he does take me. Maybe bishop h6 for him now? I'm going to put this knight on f6 just to attack his pawn. Ask him how he intends to defend it. Bishop f1 is the answer. Let's go bishop g4. He can play knight d2. Yep. Alright, queen c7. Probably will kick my bishop with f3 or h3. I'm going to put it back on d7. I want to regain control over the a file if I can. So I like this move, with the plan of going rook a8, maybe rook a6 soon. We'll be fighting for control of the file. All the rooks could get traded here because rook a1 is probably going to be played. Otherwise, I get rook a6 in on the next move, and he has problems on a2. Yeah, so there he goes. I think I'm okay with this, trading everything off. Wow, he's going to advance in the center. Okay. So I can't take on d5 because he has discovered attacks. So I should take. Now, this is interesting, because I could play queen d6, which would essentially force a queen trade. Could also maybe invade with queen a2, although not totally sure about losing that pawn. Don't know if I like that. Also, he could go like queen a2, queen c3. So I'm just going to keep it simple and play queen d6. So I think now he has to play c4. You know. Let's go b4. Start. Whoops, I meant to play h5. Whoops. I was trying to play h5 just to gain space on the king side. How am I going to attempt to win this endgame? This will be tough. I want to attack his b3 pawn eventually, or maybe even like maneuver my king in. It's going to be very difficult. Let's go knight e8 to start. Problem is, yeah, he can play f4. Okay, now we'll go h5. I wish I would have saved a tempo with that move earlier, but what can you do? No, h4, he has knight f3, so that's no good. It's no good. Be king f6. How about bishop f5 at this point? Makes sense? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Don't get yourself mated. That would be bad, John. Let's go here. Knight f6, knight h4 would have been mate. I wish I could get my knight to a5
Check.
easily, but I can't do that so simply. Okay, this one, take, maybe g5. He can go back to f3, though.
Check.
It's starting to look drawish. I still really want to get my knight over to a5. Or get my
Check.
knight somehow active. Now I'm in danger of having my knight dominated. Let's go here. That's annoying. Man, I'm getting my knight dominated. Well, he can try to bring his king over, but I think I can go knight a8 to b6 and threaten to play knight takes c4. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I just got to go really fast now. I spent too much time battling. Okay, so he does that. He doesn't want me to sacrifice. He's trying to put me in Zug. What to do? What to do? What to do? I think I'm losing this endgame. Certainly on time I'm losing.
Check.
Yeah, I think I'm losing now. He can stop my pawn. He can take it and stop my pawn. Take b3, knight g3. Oh no, he can't. Never mind.
Check.
Take this. Yeah, I'm losing. Just losing. Yeah, this is over. Okay, just gonna resign. I thought I was playing for a win in that endgame, but it wasn't so. Let's do a quick analysis. The ending was more or less equal. So we traded down into this. I think queen d6 is best. I was speculating about the queen a2 move, but I think taking, or no, sorry, not taking there. Queen c3 is a good response. And he's defending that, and he's hitting that pawn, and I still can't take him. So after this, queen d6, take. Here, b4. I could take on c4 too, but b4 seemed to give me more winning chances because of this weakness. And then he went bishop d3, probably to stop me from, stop me from going bishop f5 and planting my bishop on c2. But, okay, that was a mouse slip, h6. I meant to play h5. Maybe I was a little optimistic trying to win this position, you know, a minute down on the clock and arguably not having any advantage. f5 would be a simple way to play it if I wanted to keep his piece out of the e4 square indefinitely, like his knight. Because later on, I really regretted not having a lot of scope and giving his knight that square, access to the e4 square. How to play this position differently. It's not so easy to get my knight to a5. I want to do knight f6 to d7 to b6. No, that doesn't work either. I can't get my knight to a5. I just can't. For some reason, I was thinking I could get there through f6, but the only way I could get to a5 is through b7. But that would entail going to d8 somehow. Or, yeah, that's the only way to do it. I have a pawn on d6. Okay, I don't know why I had in my head that I could actually get my knight there at some point, but that was a pipe dream. So knight g7. Check. I guess I'm maybe just worse here. I kind of didn't realize how difficult this would be.
Check.
With his knight coming to f5. It's really killer. And if I play knight g7, this is a losing endgame. Take, take. He's going to get his king into f6. He's going to push g6. We're going to trade. But then my d6 pawn will be lost eventually. So just to illustrate something like that, like say this is played, king f6, king here, here, take, take. Under normal circumstances, this would be fine because black has the opposition, but his king is too far advanced and he just goes and collects all my pawns. Takes everything. So the fact that I can't really ever exchange knights, that might seal my fate here because I'm so passive otherwise. There's a lot of Zugzwang themes. I tried to pester him with some threats like knight takes c4, but he kept control of the position very well. And my time was poor as well. Like knight e3 was a good move, right? Because if I play this move, let's say, or if he plays king h6, I can take. And this is the whole point. Black runs through with the pawn. So knight e3. I just ran out of good moves to make with my king. That was instructive. And if ever I move this knight away, he immediately jumps back into f5 and attacks the d6 pawn. So I believe this is losing now.
Check.
Brought this in with check, then took the pawn. Yeah, and I can't go to e8 because he goes here with check. And then I tried some sacrifice, but it doesn't work. Yeah, he just advanced. e5. Yeah, I think I'm just losing.
Check.
Here, king f6. I think I gotta take. And then this handles me. Yup. Even if I take on b3, I can't get around into a position to win his d5 pawn. His king is coming back too fast. So, checking with the engine, let's verify a couple things. First thing I want to verify is that this endgame is losing. Let's say starting right about here, maybe. Knight h4. That's not yet in decisively lost territory for black yet, but it's getting there. Okay, now it appears to be losing. I thrash around. Okay, didn't like knight e3. It likes knight g3 much more. That's interesting. So knight g3, if I take, he can still stop the pawn by coming to e4. I was looking at a line like that in the game, but I think I was looking at it where white was down a tempo compared to this one. But yeah, something like this, and he'll be winning now. So why doesn't it like knight e3 that much? King c7, king h6, knight d7. So it suggests I put my knight on e5. This still seems losing, though. Knight g4. Wow. Knight g4. Take, take.
Check.
Here.
Check.
Here. 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 Crazy. This is kind of like the endgame I had with Olegas the other day. Another tricky knight endgame. So it really thinks black can draw this position, huh? I mean, I didn't consider moving the king this way at all. That's pretty deep. Basically recognizing that the only way I could possibly hold is to get the knight to e5 and not involve the king whatsoever. Because having my king over here just makes it tougher for me. Like if my king ever goes to the e7 square, he has that check. Wow. If I could draw by playing king c7, that would be pretty remarkable in my opinion. King h6. Here. Here, here. Wow. King f6, king d8. I mean, I suspect if we were to reach something like this in the game, he would start moving his knight around in an effort to win. But I suppose the threat of knight takes c4 always keeps him from doing something too crazy. Like, he can't just automatically go after that f-pawn, because, yeah, I can take. Why is this a draw? King takes f7. Okay. So this is somehow a draw, even though, yeah, I guess I can't really do much because he's threatening to queen at all times. I'd have to give a perpetual. Wow. King c7. Double exclamation point idea. Not one I was capable of finding in the game. Yeah, this must be losing now.
Check.
Plus 17.
Check.
Yeah, over. Okay. Is there anything else I wanted to check? Let's just see. I'm skipping some of the opening and middle game analysis. Let's check this moment. Because I actually think maybe I should have gone e6 in this position. Oh, e6, knight a4. Okay, scratch that idea. My d6 pawn's too weak. Engine says f5. That's sometimes playable. Really doesn't like my position. Knight b5. Take, take. I didn't feel this was that bad. Yeah, I think I managed to equalize at least. Let's just see once we get to that endgame if I was being way optimistic. Queen d6, yeah. Engine showing just equals 0.00 eval. I play the dumb move h6, mouselet. And then, yeah, round about here. So maybe I should have adjusted my expectations a bit. Playing for a win and thinking that I was going to win this position was optimistic.
Check.
Yeah, I don't really have grounds to play for a win. For some reason, I just always felt like his b3 pawn would be weaker than my d6 pawn, but that was not the case. I'm guessing I shouldn't play g5. Yeah, g5. G5 was potentially fatal. King e7 and keep it closed. g5 works great if he takes the pawn, because then I get the double attack here and here. But yeah, if he moves back as he did in the game, white's the only one who can win. Well, I'll be curious if anyone has any comments about that incredible resource that the engine was suggesting. once we got into, I believe it was this position, playing king c7, and then bringing the knight to e5. Wow. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I was so close to 2,500, but now I'm down to, I don't know, 2,460 something. I got to build my rating back up. All right, I'll be posting a couple more videos for today. Hope you guys are having a good one. Talk to you later.